There's no need to complicate things. Let's stick to the basics. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We dance on the same wavelength. This feels like a new beginning. We both know what we want. Let's just keep it simple. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let I dream that if I can hold you close, you can be my antidote. Let me run away with you tonight. Let us leave the world behind. Give in, keep yourself thinking. Tonight, let go as you're dreaming. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, we're higher than the ceiling. I feel everything spinning. I was feeling down low, you just brought me straight up. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me trip with you? Leading and follow, leave us till tomorrow. So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you let me? So won't you
What changes? Come pick me up, cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. Yeah. I just see her face wherever I look. She's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, let a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. I'm so sick of waiting and getting too restless to be in this dusty town. I've heard of this place where people forget and you get another try. So come open up my door. I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by. I won't see your face wherever I look. I'm blinded by the light. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. 'Cause I just wanna see the light. Yeah, I just wanna see the light.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Today I'm gonna do some side-by-side comparison. The left hand side is the Sony a7 III Sigma 85mm F1.4, and then the right hand side is the Canon RF85mm F1.2. So they both are shot at wide open. Actually, all the photos I'm showing side by side are shot at wide open. So let's get started. So this is the full body, and you can see that the rendering of the bokeh is different. The Sigma has a different size of the bokeh than the 1.2. So as I'm zooming in a little bit more, so you can see, and then zooming in a little bit more, so they are in the same size frame right here. Okay, so yeah, you can see that the rendering on the three lights are different. Don't worry about the color white balance because two different camera, two different sensor, and you can adjust the white balance. We are focusing more on the lens rendering today, just about the sharpness and the rendering. The color you can adjust in the post, and the white balance, if you shoot raw, you can have more options to shoot in the change the white balance in the post. So just focus on what's the how's the lens rendering and how's the bokeh against each other. So I'm getting to around the same frame and the size of the bokeh. So actually at 1.2 slightly bigger, maybe about 10% bigger than those. But if it's for normal people, it's hard to see if you start from far away. Both lenses are very sharp on the eyes. Even the 1.2 are wide open, very sharp also. So the full body also is very sharp. So let me go back to the full body. Yep, you can see that the edges are very sharp, and then how the highlight on the hair, right here. So pretty good. It depends on which one you like. Let me know in the comment below. So the next one is also the full body, and I'm gonna just zoom in a little bit more, so in the same size level. You can see that it renders the tree, the purple, a little bit differently between these two camera, but you can adjust in the pose, that's fine. I'm mainly focusing on how the lens render around the sharpness and how the bokeh differences. Let me just do some side by side around this area just to see. You can see that the eye focus on the Canon is also very sharp also, and the flower, how the flower blur out. Let me slightly up a little bit more. You can see that these flowers are different. So it's hard to 1.4 on the left and then 1.2 on the right hand side. So you decide which one do you like more. Do you feel like is this worth it, or the price differences, you just need to go for the Sigma instead. So that's another. This one is also on bokeh. So the left hand side is the Sigma, and then the right hand side it is the 1.2 RF85mm. So let me zoom in slightly around this area. Slightly around here, and then slightly zoom in this one. So both shot at wide open, and let me adjust that, and then this one slightly a little bit bigger. So they are in the same frame. You can see that the bokeh, this one against this one, slightly probably around, in this case 15 to 20% bigger, the bokeh. So that's the difference from the 1.2 to the 1.4. So that's the difference. Both are very sharp on the eyes. The IAF are very nicely done for both camera already. How the highlights from the hair is nice too. So the white balance you can adjust in the pose to the what you are liking for the white balance. Right now I'm just comparing some side by side differences so that you can decide later which one do you want to buy. So that's the difference. And then let me do some close-up shots differences. You can see that it is very sharp on the 1.4 for the Sigma. So this Sigma is even sharper than the GM lens. I'm gonna have another comparison with the GM coming up. I just did another shoot with the GM side by side, so just have some more side by side with the GM also. So these two are very sharp at wide open. So you can see from a little bit far away, the bokeh has slightly about 15 to 20% differences, and the branches, you can see the branches versus this branch is even blur out even more. So that's the main difference here also. So let's go to another one. So this is the same location. You can see that from far away the bokeh is already different, and then if I zoom in more, so let me do it in the same frame right here, and then this one in the same frame. The light, you can adjust the exposure later on for the pose. It doesn't matter. You can adjust, and if you like Canon sensor right out of the bat without editing, then go for Canon. If you like more like Zhongli tones, you go for Zhongli. So it depends on what your preference. So around the same size of the portrait, you can see that it is also the same, about 15 to 20% differences, and the blurriness of the tree is different. So it's about 10% to 15% more blurry than the 1.4. So the 1.2, if you want ultimate blur in the bokeh area, so go for the 1.2. So if you feel like, okay, from here is enough, so you don't have to go for the RF 1.2. So that's the main differences. I think the last one, I'm gonna just show the side by side on the full body. So from the full body, because we have to step back a little bit more, you can see that the tree is still visible. So trying to step back more, the tree is still visible for both. So let me put it in the same frame side by side here, and so that you can see the tree differences. Let me go down a little bit more. Yep, so around here the same size. So they from full body standpoint, both are super sharp also, and definitely in the eyes area with some reflection from the wall behind us, it is very sharp on the Sigma also. So, and that's the difference between the branches, blur out area. You can see that it is smooth out, and then but here you can still see some lines behind the scene in here as well. So that's the main differences. So both are shot at wide open, so you decide which one do you like more. Leave some comment below, and feel free to like the video to support my channel. Thanks so much for all the supports. And so this is just a quick overview side by side with the shoot with bulababy, and I will have more photo and video combination coming up, just to rent out a couple more different lenses to work with. And then yep, that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more video coming up. Bye.